What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another crypto video. What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another programming tutorial, bringing you guys a double banger back to back today. Yes, I know, I'm crazy. That's okay. I've made this video before. I need to make it again because last time, I don't know what happened with quality. Dog shiza. You know what I mean? So we're remaking this for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to build your very own seed phrase generator. Now, what do I mean by seed phrase generator? I mean, this thing can generate 15, 12, 18, 24 word seed phrases, and you can literally come into MetaMask. Let me show you guys right now. Boom. Import existing wallet. I agree. Let's do a 24 word. Boom. 24 word generate. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. We're talking single button guesses here. Boom. 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 You'll never be able to guess this. I'm just telling you guys right now. It's never going to work. So just give up. But it's a cool project to work on because it shows you some pretty cool things in the world of programming. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's lesson. It's very easy. It's probably going to take about 20 minutes for us to build this. But of course, you're going to need a couple things. So for starters, you're going to need Qt Creator. You could just go to Google, Qt Creator, and look for the open source version. You want the open source version because the other version costs hundreds of dollars. Don't even bother. Get the open source, download it, get it for your respective computer, whatever, Linux, Mac, Apple, PC, doesn't matter. It works on everything. Cool. So once you have Qt, you have it installed, then you're also going to need to come over here to GitHub. I'll make sure to throw this link in the description. This is where the official word list is located. Now it's 2048 words. What I did was I just copied it, boom, came over to Google Docs, pasted it, and then downloaded it as a text file. Make sure you name it something you're going to remember because we're going to need to reference that in the code. And then, of course, just make sure you keep ChatGPT open because we're going to be needing to ask ChatGPT for some help. All right, so without further ado, let's do it. New project. What we're going to want to do is create a Qt widget application. Choose. We're going to save this. You save it wherever you want. I'm going to save it in C++ programs, select folder, and let's make it seed phrase genius. Boom. Next, 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 and finish. Boom. And the first thing I'm going to do is come over. This is my old program. Make sure not to look at that. So here we are. We have our seed phrase genius. This is what it will look like when you open it. You don't need to look at the header file. This is where all the code is going to go right here in the main window CPP. And then, of course, main window UI, this is where we're actually going to be building our little terminal thing. So let's shrink this because we don't need it that big. We'll make it like this big. Then we're just going to need to drop some stuff. So a group box on the bottom. This is going to be where our radio buttons go. We're going to need a button. Where is it? Button. Push button. Oh. Shrink it a little. It really doesn't matter how you set it up. Totally a matter of preference. So however you guys want to do this. Boom. Push button. We're going to need radio buttons. These are going to be our options, like 12, whatever, 15, 18, 21, 24, whatever. Our options. And then we need a text box. Where is it? I think it's an input. Text edit. Boom. Put this right here. This is where the words will go. I mean, technically speaking, you don't even need to output the words, if you know what I mean. You don't need to put anything here. I'm just doing that so that you guys can see how you would do that if you wanted to. And then just a little title at the top. Where's the title? Line edit? Is that what it is? No. there's a title. Label. There we go. Boom. 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 So first things first, let's just set this up. Phrase genius. Boom. Come in here, increase the size. In the green, we can, or how do we do it? Text format. Right here. Vertical. Align center. Boom. So we have this. And of course, we could name this thing. Where is it? Label. This. Title. Whatever. Group box. Options. Radio button 1. We're going to say 12 word. 2. 15 word. This one, let's call it 18 word. 21 word. Excuse me. 24 word. All right, and then we just kind of place these appropriately. Setting up the GUI is either the best part or the worst part, depending on how you want to look at it. I think it's fun. A little repetitive. I'd rather code, but you know, doesn't really matter. Boom, 24. And we need to make sure that we name these appropriately. And the reason why is because we need to know the name in order to reference it in the code. 15 word 18. And I'm doing it like this because it won't let you start with the number for some reason. Word. Actually, I know the reason. Because in C++, variable names can't start with numbers. That's why. All right. Boom. Title. Push button. Generate button. Generate. This we will call word list display. And that's pretty much it. Bingo bango. Okay, and then we want to make sure that this one, we want to make sure that one of these is checked. So checked, boom, checked. Bingo bango. So now if we run this, we'll see that it should work. You know, very simple, boom. These already work. Generate button. It doesn't do anything, but it's working. We want it to look good too, you know? Cool. Looks good enough for me. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to create slots. So you right click and go to slot, and then you select the signal or the action that's tied to that block of code. So for this one, bingo bango, generate button. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to do a couple things. We need to, number one, come into our file, wherever you have your code, right? I'm gonna copy this. So you've done two things already. Number one is you've went ahead and downloaded the text file of the word, and whatever you named it, now you need to find it and you need to put it in the build folder that's associated with our program. So ours is the genius, so this one. It can't go in this one. It needs to go in the build folder. So this one right here, you just need to go ahead and put whatever your word list is, put it in there. Boom. So now that it's in there, we can now reference it in our code. And to do that, boom, all we need to do is ask ChatGPT, can you create a function for me? Create two functions for me in C++ that one takes in a list of 2048 words from a text file named, whatever you named it, english.txt, and stores the words in a data structure, like a list or list, array, whatever. And then 2, a function that will pull random non-repeating words of n length and return them. Function that will pull random non-repeating words that will pull n number of random non-repeating words and return them in a list array, in a list array, whatever, so that I can output them later. Boom. And just like that, bingo bango, we got our 2 programs, our 2 functions, I mean. Let's copy that. We'll come over here, paste it right here, take all of the includes, the libraries for this program, stick them right up here. Awesome. Function reads the words from the word file, stores them in a vector. Okay, so we have, now I hate when it does this, std, std, std. You can just do this using namespace std, and then you don't have to put all these. It's so stupid. It just bugs me. I don't like doing that. It just makes it easier. Whatever. It's up to you. It's preference. It really doesn't matter. But for me, I can't stand it. I'd rather have it like this. So what is this code doing? This first one, it is a function that returns a vector of strings, and it's named read words from file, and it takes, boom, the file name right here. So the IF stream, input file stream, is going to store the file name as a file, and then it's going to create a vector or a list of words named words, and then we have one variable named word. So how's this going to work? While file has words in there, words, which is our list, dot pushback, which means add on the word to the list. Boom. Return words. Then it's going to return words. Awesome. Now our next function, same thing, is a function that returns a vector of strings. Get random words. La, 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 la. And it's going to take in the vector. It's going to take in the list of words. And n will be the length of, or the amount of words that we're wanting to output, which will be determined by our radio buttons right here. All right, so let's see. It's not. Error, requested number of words exceeds available words. Okay, that will never happen. Return vector string random words. So we have our random words shuffle, which is an algorithm that will get random words for us. And then we're going to return our vector of strings, our list of strings, starting from the first word to the last word plus n. Cool. Okay, then in our main function, what do we have? We have a vector, and we need to get rid of main because we already have a main somewhere else. It's okay. We just need to fix this. Done. Oh, see out. Cool. So let's go ahead and copy all of this. This whole thing, we can get rid of that. We need to put this in main window. Boom. We don't have a main. This right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually stick this up here so that it's global. What I will do is I will do this. Boom. All words. And then in here we'll stick this here. And we're gonna fix this error right now, don't worry. Let's just format, and then we'll fix the error. We don't need to return anything. Boom. Get rid of the return, get rid of that. Boom. All right, so this code is looking good now. So what we need to do is just need to take these two functions, stick them on the top, right here. Boom, that way this knows what we're talking about because it's linear, right? It needs to be up here so that when we get to it, it's like, okay, what is that? It can't be down here because then it's not going to know what the hell it is. All right, so what are we doing? So we have our vector, all words, which can now be accessed by any of these blocks of code. We have our get random words, which is our function that will allow us to send in a number and then return the string or the vector of words. And then we have random words, reading words from the file. Cool, so this should work now. So in our main window, let's see what we're doing. All words, read from file, English, boom. If all words is empty, it didn't work, okay. Number of random words, 10, dun dun dun, vector, dun dun dun. Okay, so now when we press run, and actually all of this, this right here, we can actually, we can put this in our generate button. That way when we press generate, we'll see some code pop up. We'll see some words pop up in our terminal. It's not going to output yet because we need to go ahead and do that, but why is it not working? Oh, it did work. Look at that. What happened though? Why is it coming out late? It did work. Okay. Alright, it's working. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is instead of returning a vector, I'm going to return a string. And the way we're going to do this is based on n words. We're basically going to what we're going to do is we're going to words my words. We'll name it my words. And what we're going to do is for int I 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. We're going to do my words plus equals. Cool. So this is how we'll do it. All right, we're gonna store all these words in a single string called my words, and we're separating them by blank spaces. That way it's just a single thing, and then we're gonna return my words. Boom, save it. See out random words. Boom. Let's see if this works now. Run it. Yep, so it does work. But now what we need to do, because it's only doing 10, is that we need to, in here, so the code pretty much works. What we need to do now is if word 12 UI dot word 12 dot is checked dot. So if word 12 is checked, we're going to do this. If word 15 is checked, we're going to do that. If word 18 is checked, we're going to do that. If word 21 is checked, we're going to do this. And last, if word 24 is checked, we're going to do this. 24. Boom. Cool. So pretty much what we're just doing is this. So we'll store this up here. This can go. Don't need that. And this will be 12. This will be 15. Not too hard, right? This will be 18. So on. This one will be 21. And this one will be 24. Boom. Cool. And then the last thing we need to do, stick this down here. Run it. We're just going to make sure it's outputting down here first. That was for 12 words. Okay, so now what we need to do, how can I output text to a Qt text edit in C++? So I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to pull this code from my other program. What I did was I asked ChatGPT, it's the same exact thing. All you need to do is just grab this and you can copy this over on my program. So down here, boom. What did we name our thing? We named it Word List Display. So we just need to name things appropriately. Cool. Random words, and then for that, how do I copy to clipboard in Qt Creator? So we need to include these two. And then it tells you right here, it's literally the same thing, this right here. Boom. Cool. Let's see if it works. Moment of truth. So for some reason my code wasn't working. So I just asked ChatGPT to fix the errors for me. Basically, this is the problem right here, string. I don't need to declare string all these times. What else is the problem? And there you go. Works. 18, 21, 24. Cool. Now let's come back over here. Let's go back. I agree. We'll do 24 word. 24. Boom. Paste it. And there you go. So as you guys can see, not too much work, not too hard to make a seed phrase generator. And it looks pretty cool. You can show this off to your friends. They're going to think you're a legit programmer. Brownie points to you. If you guys found this useful, please drop a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. I try to post, I haven't been daily, so I'm lying. But I try to post daily crypto coding videos. Definitely getting back in the grind because I'm about to start school again. So get ready for some more content from Dylan. Thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.